All right, thanks everyone for joining. We're going to get started here. Today is our Datamart Ask the Experts webinar, and we'll be talking about the mobile capabilities with ShoreTel Connect. My name is David St. Clair from Datamart. I should know most or all of you. And as far as questions go today, please type your question into the chat while we're doing the presentation, and at the end we will be opening up the mics. And we can have more questions at that time. So thanks again, everyone, for joining, and we will get started. So first, I want to talk about ShoreTel Connect as an overview. So ShoreTel Connect is the latest version of the ShoreTel software and is the next version past version 14.2. ShoreTel Connect moves away from version numbers and instead utilizes release dates to identify the build of Connect software. So at one point, ShoreTel Connect was called version 15. They decided to change the naming convention. There's no more version numbers. It's now, again, based on the release date. So everything moving forward is called ShoreTel Connect with a release date. Upgrading to ShoreTel Connect is not required, but all new software development will be done on ShoreTel Connect moving forward. Version 14.2 will continue to be supported, although no new features will be added and no bug fixes are going to be done after June of 2018. So again, if we do want to take advantage of any new development in the software, we do strongly recommend you consider upgrading to Connect. Today, we're going to be focusing on the mobile capabilities with ShoreTel Connect, which includes the mobile app and the Edge Gateway. So before we get into that a little deeper, first I want to mention, how do we upgrade to ShoreTel Connect? So existing customers running version 14.2 or earlier software can upgrade to ShoreTel Connect as long as a ShoreTel support contract is active. Since each system is somewhat unique, please contact Datamart to assess and discuss the particulars of the upgrade. So with that, let's get into the first section here, which is on the ShoreTel Connect mobile app. So ShoreTel Connect allows for the deployment of a virtual ShoreTel mobility router in VMware. The virtual mobility router itself is no cost from ShoreTel, but of course it does require VMware resources. SIP trunks are also required to integrate the mobility router to the on-premise system. Please contact Datamart for more information and specifications on that. And I just want to mention the SIP trunks that are required. Those are for concurrent phone calls of your mobility users. So if you need 10 concurrent mobility calls, that would be 10 SIP trunks, even though you may have the mobility app given out to 100 people. Again, we'd like to discuss that in a one-on-one basis with you. Just want to make everyone aware of that up front. Physical mobility routers are also available to be purchased if VMware is not an option. ShoreTel has very recently changed the licensing for the mobile app when upgrading from 14.2 to Connect. So all existing users in your current 14.2 or earlier system will be given the mobile app license at no cost when upgrading to Connect. And this is brand new information. ShoreTel has made a change on that regard. If you have previously upgraded to Connect, you can retroactively be given those licenses as well. So this is good news. I do want to mention that the ShoreTel mobile app supports both iOS and Android. And here's the list of supported devices, although this is constantly being updated. I'm not going to read through that, but it is up on the screen. And please reach out to us if your device is not on that list to see if it's going to be added very shortly. And I want to mention that the ShoreTel mobile app works over both cell data or Wi-Fi. And it includes what's called secure remote voice, which is fully encrypted using either AES-128 or AES-256 encryption, which is very robust encryption. Next slide here up at the top, I have shown all the different mobility routers that are available. We have 3 different versions of the physical routers depending on how large you need to scale to. And of course, there's a virtual ShoreTel mobility router in VMware, which can scale up to 1,000 users. And I do want to mention that the minimum user of 10 has gone away with the change in licensing of being given free mobility licenses for everyone when you upgrade, which again is exciting news. A couple highlights here. The mobility router allows you to bring ShoreTel Connect wherever you go. Ensure that you never miss a call and save costs on hardware with ShoreTel Connect for iOS and Android. The Connect mobile app brings together all the call handling, conferencing, and directory features of your ShoreTel desk phone so users can work from anywhere. With the mobile app, you can use your personal device without utilizing your carrier minutes. Calls are received and sent through your ShoreTel enterprise number, so you never have to give your personal cell number out. You can quickly access your personal and ShoreTel contacts and save on unnecessary carrier expenses. Next slide here. This is a picture of the home screen on the ShoreTel mobile app. And on the right-hand side, we have a couple benefits here. So, the mobile app allows you to reduce costs and support a BYOD, or bring your own device, setup both seamlessly and securely. It allows for improvement of your team professionalism and productivity. And it also eliminates complicated dial-in numbers and passcode entries by joining conferences with a single click. And I'll show that in a moment. So on the home screen again, what it shows you right away is on the top left is my own extension, my availability state. It'll show you any events that are scheduled today with that join button, which I'll show, and it shows recent activity down below. So next slide here, this is showing what it looks like when I click on my name on the top left. It'll bring up my availability state, which is formerly known as your call handling mode. So as we see, I can quickly change myself. I left the office, but I forgot to set myself for out of office mode. No problem. I open up the app, I click on my name, and I select out of office, and that synchronizes with the system, and it is all set. I don't have to dial into voicemail anymore or anything like that. So that's one nice benefit. On the right-hand side here, this is showing a conference call or a meeting that I have, and although it is grayed out on this slide, there's a join button where my mouse is right now. So that will allow you to join a conference call with a PIN code from the road with a single touch. So you don't have to dial, 1-800-conference and enter PIN code 6789 while you're in the car or at home. One touch on the join, it automatically does that for you, and you're right into the conference call. That feature alone I find to be quite useful. Next slide here, a couple other features of the mobile app. I can look up my enterprise contacts. So these are other users in your system. I can look those up and see, extension numbers, emails, other phone numbers that are in there. I can call with a single touch on any of those numbers. Again, calling from my office identity. I can, once I'm on a call, which is the right-hand side here, so on the right-hand side, this is a screenshot of being on a call with Sue from my office, who some of you may know. It does give me PBX features, as if I'm on my ShoreTel desk phone. So I can do a transfer, I can add a caller, a conference call, I can conference and transfer to 4-digit extensions, or 3-digit extensions, whatever my system is set for. I can manually hand over to cellular versus Wi-Fi if I know I'm leaving the office and I'm going to be losing my Wi-Fi connection. I can move the call to my desk phone if I'm coming into the office as I'm on a call. And of course, I have hold, speaker, and mute and all of that. So I wanted to show you that. Next slide here. This is the example of the mobile app dialer here, which is designed to look very much like the native iPhone dialer or Android dialer if you're on an Android. All the screenshots I've been showing, just to let you know, are on an iPhone 6, I believe it is. So this is, again, an example of the dial screen where I can call from my office number, which avoids displaying my personal cell phone number on outgoing calls. This is another feature which this alone I find to be very useful. You're at home or wherever, you want to call a customer, but you want to maintain your professional identity. You don't want to have them see, David St. Clair's cell phone calling. I know he's on the road and all that. So it allows you to maintain that single business phone number where customers can call you back on that number and it will reach you regardless of where you are physically located. Of course, the mobile app can be set for simultaneous ring on inbound calls, which I recommend using. So anytime I have an incoming phone call, it'll ring both my desk phone and my mobile app. I can always shut the mobile app off if I don't want to have anything to do with it for the day, if I'm on a personal vacation day or something like that. So that should give you a feel for how the mobile app works. We can always show you more of a live demonstration one-on-one if needed. So with that, I want to get on to the second main part of the presentation, which is the ShoreTel Connect Edge Gateway. So ShoreTel Connect allows for the creation of a virtual edge gateway appliance using VMware. The edge gateway itself is no cost from ShoreTel, but requires VMware. Please contact Datamart for full specifications on the VMware side. The edge gateway allows for users with the appropriate remote phone license to connect with a 400 series phone or soft phone over the internet without a third-party VPN connection and without the VPN concentrator, which some of you may have or may know about. For customers with an existing VPN concentrator, a promotion is available to move from the VPN concentrator to the edge gateway after upgrading to Connect. Please note that existing VPN concentrators will continue to run in Connect, although converting to the edge gateway is strongly recommended due to improved performance. And we'll get into that a little more in the next couple slides. All connections are secure and encrypted utilizing the RAST protocol. So again, like the mobile app, all these remote connections again are, of course, secure and encrypted, which is extremely important because we are sending this traffic out over the public internet. Next slide here. This is a little diagram of a Connect on-premise system with the Edge Gateway deployed as a virtual appliance. We have some physical switches in there as well, but we can see we have both a 400 series phone and a soft phone on a PC or Mac connecting in through the Edge Gateway. Some benefits here on the right: it provides a consistent user experience for your office-based and remote employees. It removes the complexity of securing remote endpoints, including the elimination of a third-party VPN requirement. And it offers improved voice quality via the RAST protocol. Next slide here, this is just a visual showing the IP420 phone on the top left, the IP480 phone, both of which can work with the Edge Gateway. Any 400 series phone can. And then on the bottom is a ShoreTel Connect client utilizing soft phone. And we can see where it says B Bridges is assigned to a soft phone. We're on a call with Marshall Miller. This is just, again, a brief screenshot of the Connect client. If you do want to see the Connect client with soft phone in action live, please let us know. We'd be glad to set up a one-on-one demonstration of that. But that is what the Connect client, again, on a PC or Mac looks like when assigned to soft phone and on a live call. Next, a couple more highlights with the Edge Gateway. The Edge Gateway is fully integrated with the endpoints and features of ShoreTel Connect. Your remote employees have full access to all unified communications capabilities that the ShoreTel Connect app enables. So there's absolutely no loss of features and functionality when working from home under the Edge Gateway. By establishing a RAST tunnel to the Edge Gateway, the IP400 series phones, again, provide the exact same functionality as if you're in the office. This RAST protocol uses an encrypted tunnel that employs UDP to transport media packets to improve voice quality in less than ideal internet connections, which unfortunately some of our remote workers may be dealing with. This UDP protocol falls back to TCP for media transport if the UDP stream fails. Otherwise, TCP is used for the signaling traffic. So this is actually a fairly big technical breakthrough that ShoreTel has made in regards to remote voice quality over the open internet. It has been improved fairly significantly versus either the VPN concentrator or a third-party VPN from a remote location. So please, we can discuss that in more detail one-on-one. Keep in mind, again, I want to point this out a few times, all traffic to and from the Edge Gateway is encrypted to provide the customer peace of mind. So that brings us to the summary slide here, and seem to have gone through this a little quicker than I anticipated, but that's okay. So here we go, summary of the ShoreTel Connect remote capabilities. On the left, we see a 400 series phone and the ShoreTel Connect client with soft phone. Both of those fall under the umbrella of the virtual Edge Gateway. We'll need that to allow those connections to come in from outside. On the right side, we have the ShoreTel mobile app on iPhone or Android, and we need the mobility router, either physical or virtual, in order to allow those connections into your on-premise system. So with that, that brings us to the question portion. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute. Bear with me a moment here.
Your line has been unmuted.
I'll leave the line open, or I'll leave the line open and feel free to text me in the chat. I do have Jay. Jay, do you see any questions on the chat?
No, no questions.
No questions, that's fine. If anyone would like to ask a question in a one-on-one setting, we do encourage that as well. Please contact myself, David St. Clair. My email and phone number are up on the screen here. I do want to say thank you, everyone, for taking the time out of your busy day. I know it's a busy holiday week here, and I do want to wish everyone happy holidays. And thanks again for taking the time today. And we hope to have further discussions with you about your on-premise system and Connect, and hopefully deploying some of these new remote capabilities with the Edge Gateway and Mobility Router. So thanks again, everyone, and have a great day.